Hi everybody, it's time for a new reading vlog because it's technically Saturday today and it's September 8th. I was supposed to start this reading vlog yesterday, but I kind of fell asleep at 8 p.m. I woke up again at 1 a.m. and then I just went back to sleep. So, I was tired from the work week. So, I'm currently at my summer house, which you might see because I'm in a bunk bed. If I sound weird, it's because my throat hurts and my head hurts, so I don't know how well I will be reading this weekend, but I obviously have some reading goals. But I am currently in a reading slump, so I don't know how it will work out. But I definitely have one book that I'm for sure going to finish today, because otherwise I would be kind of ashamed, actually. But I'm going to show you guys my sort of TBR, and as always I have too many books on this TBR, but I just like to have shit to choose from. So let's get started. So the first book that I'm definitely going to finish is Snapshot by Brandon Sanderson. This is a really thin book because it's kind of a novella type thing, and I've started reading it today and I'm page 30, and I think there's like 127 pages or something like that. And I mean, the book starts on like page 9, so haven't really read that long, but I'm definitely gonna finish it today because, well, it's a really thin book, but it also has a really cool concept, and I will talk more about it when I have finished reading it. But I mean, it's Brandon Sanderson. He can obviously do no wrong, even if it's a novella, which I usually don't really appreciate, but it's really cool so far. And of course we have more Brandon Sanderson, and this is The Hero of Ages by him, and this is the third and final book in the Mistborn trilogy. I was supposed to get to page 200 last weekend, which it did not happen, but who's surprised, really. I'm currently on page, well, I'm on page 70 at this point. So, I mean, if I could reach page 200 this weekend, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I think I'll be reading this one mostly throughout the month, but I'm also planning to read Elantris this month, so I kind of need to get going on this one. And obviously I have a lot left to read because there's like 700 and something pages in this one, but I am really liking it so far, obviously, and I just want to continue reading it throughout the weekend. And I will also have On the Fence by Casey West. Can't speak today, which is a book I actually started like 2 weekends ago, I believe. I'm on page 30. This is a reread, but I really love this book, so maybe I'll read some in this book just because I love it so much. It's one of my favorite Casey West books. So this is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, 20 Years of Slaying, The Watcher's Guide. So this one I have been reading throughout the month as well, ever since I got it from Jamie, and I have read a bit in it. I'm on page 44, so I kind of just read it whenever, and I'm really liking it so far. It's so much fun to read this, but it kind of makes me want to watch the TV show again, so I mean, I've been doing that as well. But I will be reading this one throughout the month, and I have a lot of Buffy goodness left to read, so I'll be reading this one whenever. And that is Warcross by Mary Lou. This is the first book in the duology, I think, by the same name. I have read this before, so this will be a reread, but I actually managed to get wild card a few days early, actually 2 weeks before its release date. But I mean, I want to reread Warcross so that I can jump straight into this one, but wild card I will not be reading now because I won't have the time, obviously. But yeah, these are pretty much the books I'm planning to read from. The goal is definitely to finish Snapshot, get to page 200 in this one, and then I guess my main focus will be Warcross. But I really want to read this one. It's such a quick read though, and I want to read some of this. I have a problem here, I can tell. But Snapshot I will hopefully be finishing before like noon, maybe. And then we'll see what I pick up next. But I will get back to you guys when I finish Snapshot and tell you guys a little bit more about the synopsis, since I didn't tell you anything about it, but also what I thought about it. But yeah, let's get this weekend started. A little bit too late, but what else is new? So I'm starting to feel like it can't really be a reading vlog, but a little bit of a cat. Hi, Loonies. Oh, that's a big paw. Hi, you tired? Let's get this up. Okay, so I'm updating you guys a little bit later than I had originally planned, but that's because my friend called and we talked for like an hour, but now I'm here. So I just finished reading Snapshot by Brandon Sanderson like 5 minutes ago, and honestly, I'm kind of mind blown. So this is a very, very short novella. It's actually 125 pages, technically 114 because the page count actually starts on page 9, so 114 pages, and he once again manages to blow my freaking mind away. So I don't really know what to say because this was just so good. So I'm gonna try to describe what this book is about because it's kind of hard. But in this book we follow two characters called Davies and what's his face, Chaz, and they're detectives, and their pretty much work is to try to find evidence of like murder weapons or evidence that someone committed a crime or something like that, and haven't been able to find those evidence in the real world. So there's something created called Snapshot, and they can get like a warrant to create this snapshot, which is pretty much an exact replica of the original day as it transpired, and then these detectives go into the snapshot and they just follow along pretty much, and they can watch the crime be committed, and then they can find the murder weapon or the the person that committed the crime. And that's pretty much the only way to like summarize it. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Inception a little bit. The difference is that they are not actually like dreaming or anything. It's just an exact replica of the world. But it was just so great. I love the world building. I love the like snapshot idea. I liked the premise, obviously, and I really liked Chaz and Davies. They were really different characters, but I really liked them together, and I felt like you started to like them surprisingly quickly, since the book is so short. It usually takes me a while to start liking characters, especially in Brandon Sanderson books, because they're usually kind of slow moving, and there's a lot of world building before you get to know the characters a little bit more. But since this is so short, you all kind of get thrown into it. But I don't understand how someone can create a world like this, create characters like this, and the world is so complex, and how you can make the reader understand all of it and fall for it completely, and then just have an ending that blows your mind in 114 pages. This book was seriously like ridiculously good, and I want more. But as far as I know, this is all there is about these characters, and I just but this was really, really great, obviously, and I actually ended up giving it 5 stars. It's like my first thought about it, but we'll see if it stays that way. But it was really, really good. So if you like Brandon Sanderson, or just like kind of crime novels but with sort of a magical supernatural aspect sort of world, kind of, that's really bad description, but whatever. If you like that, then you should definitely check this one out because it's so worth the read. So worth it. I do want to get to page 200 in The Hero of Ages before the weekend is over, and I haven't read anything in this yet, so I might do that in a little while. But right now, I kind of feel like start rereading Warcross, because I want to finish this one before the weekend is over, so that I can start Wildcard on like Monday or something. So I think I'm just going to throw myself into this one. I really don't remember how thick it is, but I don't think it's like that bad. But I'm gonna check. It's 353 pages, so that's really not that bad. So I think I'm gonna get as far as possible in this one today, and then gonna read a little bit in this one tonight, and maybe I'll get some Buffy in there between, because I'm a Buffy addict. But yeah, so I'll probably get back to you guys in a while when I have gotten a little bit further into this one, because I haven't even started yet. But like I said, this is a reread. I kind of feel like I remember some of it. I mean, I read it like a February, something like that, of this year, so it's not that far away. It's not that long ago, but I still feel like I want to read it so I know all the details before I start reading Wildcard. Really, I can't speak today. But yeah, I really did enjoy this one the first time around, so I'm confident I will do so again. But yeah, I just want to know all the details. So I'll get back to you in a while when I've got myself a little bit you know, invested in this book. And yeah, we'll talk more then. Hi, so it's currently Sunday, September 9th, and it's just about 7:15 p.m. So today is actually the Swedish election, so you know, vote for who is supposed to rule the country. So I actually voted on Thursday, so I pre-voted, but we won't find out who actually won until really late tonight, and I'm supposed to go up early tomorrow for work, so I will probably not stay up for that because I need my sleep. So I'll probably just, you know, find out before I go to work. And I've also read, you know, because this is a reading vlog, so I read some for once. So I'll be reading Warcross by Mary Lou. I've read about, where was it? I'm on page 198, so I have about 150-ish pages left. I'm really liking it just as much as the first time, although I did read this book for the first time in February, so I definitely remember a lot more than I usually do when I reread books. So I'm not used to reading them so closely together, so I'm a little bit like, I know everything's gonna happen, and usually I have such a bad memory when I reread books, so I'm just like reading it for the first time, so I'm a little bit thrown off by that, but I'm really enjoying the story, and it's so technical and really cool. And I just need to finish this one today because I want to read Wildcard tomorrow, so I have about 4-5 hours tops before I need to go to bed for sure. So I really want to finish this one. I mean, I have not a lot left, so I'm really going to try to do it. And then when I am done with that, where the hell did I put my bag? When I'm done with that, hopefully I will be able to get a few pages read in The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson, because I'm currently on page 104 and I really have not read a lot in it this weekend. I've read like 34 pages or something, and I wanted to reach 200 like a weekend ago. So it's not going very well. But I'm also trying to upload the video that was supposed to go up on Friday when I fell asleep at 8 p.m. So it's about 6 minutes left. It's the reading vlog from, you know, the end of July and the start of August. Wow, everything is so orange. Oh, and now back to normal. So, I mean, tomorrow is another work day. At least I'm not working too late. I ended like 4:15 p.m. But I have attracted a cold for today, so that was great. You know, the profit of working with small kids, they always manage to, you know, get you some kind of infection or disease or something, you know, a lot of snotty kids. So I sneeze constantly. So, yeah, you know, it's all the pleasant things. So hopefully I will be feeling good enough to go to work tomorrow, but I'm pretty persistent. But yeah, I'm just gonna try to upload this video, and then I'm gonna continue reading Warcross, and hopefully I will be able to finish it. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys when I've finished it, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna try to set that as a goal, but you know, it might not happen because that's who I am. So, as always, I ended up doing a lot of other things besides reading, but at the same time, I just managed to finish reading Warcross by Mary Lou. The clock is currently 10 minutes past 11, so, I mean, I'm kind of tired. But I thought I would give you a quick summary about what this book is about, and then give you guys my thoughts about it. So in this one we meet Amika Chen, and she lives in this world where there's this thing called Warcross, which is pretty much a really high-tech kind of virtual world game thing. And she's actually a bounty hunter, so she tracks down people who bet illegally on Warcross, and she turns them over to the police and she gets money out of it. The thing is that she's supposed to be evicted from her apartment, and she then, to be able to get some quick cash, actually glitches herself into the like Warcross world tournament, and then all of a sudden everybody knows who she is, and then she starts receiving these weird calls, and it turns out to be Hideo Tanaka who's calling her, and he's actually the creator of this Warcross game, and he offers her a job, which is what she least expects. And this book is filled with like high-tech stuff and really cool virtual worlds and games and amazing characters and a lot of plot twists. And I love this book just as much as the first time around, and I'm really looking forward to start reading Wild Card tomorrow, which I've looked forward to since February when I originally read this book. So, I mean, this is obviously getting 5 out of 5 stars, just like it did last time. And yes, the clock is quite a lot. I mean, she's after 11 and I have to get up at 6:30 tomorrow. But I think I'm gonna try to at least read a couple of pages in the Hero of Ages, because I just really want to, and I've been sleeping like crap lately anyway, so I might as well just get some reading out of it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. And yeah, I'll try to summarize this entire vlog tomorrow and not wait a month like I usually do. So then I will tell you guys all of the things I read and summarize how many pages I read as well, because I've actually written those things down, which I have not done before. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get some reading done before I go to bed. Hi! So I am here to summarize this vlog once again since the vlog is over. So I'm too lazy to go and get the book, so I'll insert the pictures right next to my face. So first of all, I finished reading Snapshot by Brandon Sanderson, which contains 125 pages. And I ended up giving this book 5 out of 5 stars because it was really great, and I loved it so much, and I wish there was more books about these characters and this world, and hopefully maybe someday he will write more about it. I don't know. And then I also managed to read 70 pages in The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson, which is the third and final book in the Mistborn trilogy. As you may have counted it out, I did not reach 200 in this reading vlog either, so you know, I'm on brand. But at least I did read a lot of it. Like, if you want to count 70 pages is a lot, but I mean, I read in it, so it's good. And then I also managed to finish another book, and that was Warcross by Marie Lu, and that book contained 353 pages. So I'm gonna try to count together how many pages I read this weekend, which is always very interesting, but I have a feeling it will go better this weekend than I did last weekend, so I'm already happy about it. So counting together all of the pages I read this weekend, I managed to read 548 pages, which I'm pretty unhappy about, because I started the reading vlog and the reading weekend being in a reading slump, and then I ended up reading 548 pages. And I also read some really great books, because I mean, I get Snapshot 5 stars, I get Warcross 5 stars, and Hero of Ages is obviously really good. So I mean, it was a great reading weekend. Hopefully I will continue on with reading really well the coming weekends, but you never know. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this reading vlog. I do hope that we see each other in the next one, and yeah, have a good day. Bye!